Well, Porto has come and gone now, and aside from the FSA properties, which there are still quite a good handful of, is basically minted out. The only non-FSA property that's available in Porto is like 725,000 UPIX or something like that. So there are a ton of FSA properties still left alone. We'll chat about that in a little bit too. But then the other part of this, we get to go over our second Pokeball giveaway, baby. Hey there, John Henry here, ssftg. Welcome to the video. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome my friend. I hope to earn your like and subscription today. So Porto has come and gone, and overall it went okay for me, right? It wasn't too bad, and actually you can watch my entire minting spree because we did it all live on YouTube, so I'll get that linked up in the corner for you if you want to go back and watch that. But I think I was able to grab like 21 or 22 properties, something like that, but a good chunk of those are in what we were jokingly calling the SPIRE over here in Lordello de Oro. So if we go in, I've got 12 properties all right here, and this is our SPIRE. I was able to mint this whole corner here. And so a lot of them are kind of chunked up into that little area right there. Beyond the SPIRE, I was able to also mint a few other pretty good ones. The Serralves Museum, which I'm really pumped about getting my teeth into that one. We also grabbed a few others down here, a few named ones. Nothing really that crazy, though, on this release. For a little while, I had the Serralves Museum listed for sale, and then I kind of pulled it, and then I listed it for sale. I'm still not 100% sure what I want to do with that one, honestly, because this is such a cool grab. One thing that, and you'll notice I actually have it listed for sale right now, I'm still not sure if I want to leave it up, but if we go into the street view, this is why. It's a 4-floor museum that you can go through the entire thing. It's so cool. You know me in street views, right? Like if you're new to the channel, maybe not, but I am a sucker for a good street view. And when they have 4 floors that I can navigate around, you got my attention. Like I said, I've got it listed for sale right now at 500,000 because if it does sell, that will cover my stint into Porto, right? I spent about 450,000 or so in Porto. So if it sells for 500 minus the fees, it puts me right at about break even on the Porto release. And honestly, I don't know that I would want to sell it for less than 500. I listed it a couple times at 300, but it's got the floor 4s and the nearest competition is like 800,000 over here, and then above this is a bar, which is significantly smaller at 220. So I think 500 is an incredibly fair value for it. And if it sells, like I said, it covers it, we're good there, and we should be good to rock and roll. One of the things that we also cover in the Woodhood Discord is going over the floor prices post-launch. One of the biggest things that happens after a city releases is the prices go nuts, right? They're going all over the place. We don't know what the collections are yet. Those come out next week. So until then, it's all speculation, and that's where a lot of the fun comes in. So one of the things that I love doing is tracking these prices and making sure that we're all staying up to date. And I post these in the Woodhood Discord as well. But here we can see, and I want to make sure, I don't know why I'm so self-conscious about my head lately, but whatever. The Porto prices post-launch, like that's right after Porto launched and everything was basically minted out. At the time, the largest unminted properties were, I think, like 200,000 when I took these numbers. So predominantly minted out. The floor prices across the board, this is what we kind of landed on. Now, one thing that I love looking at in these is it kind of gives us a heads up as to what people are looking at in these areas, right? Like, obviously, São Nicolau is a pretty big one, right? 84,000 on the floor. People are expecting that to be a collection. You can see it in the price. It doesn't necessarily have to end up being a collection, but based on the volume and the price that we're seeing here, it's pretty obvious that people are hedging their bets there. Another one in Sé and Vitoria at 37,000 and 28,000, 29,000 in Maragaya, and then we also have 17,400 in Foz do Douro. Foz do Ouro. my pronunciations, yeah, give me a break, you know. Now, as we go on, we go into the next day, and if we look at the correlations, we can see that predominantly 11,400 down to 10,003, 11,700 down to 96.79, 5, 10,000. You can see predominantly, more often than not, the prices will fall onto the next day. This is where the speculation starts to kick in because a lot of people wait for that dip in prices to then try to buy back in. And here we can see a lot of them that do have a high orientation towards being a collection have rebounded back up from there. Foz do Ouro was at 17,400, dipped to 15,900, and now is back up to over 18. We can see this translate into the prices that people are willing to sell them at. So we can kind of gauge where folks are generally anticipating collections to be as more of a heads up. And now, the time that everybody's been waiting for, we get to shift on over into Rio de Janeiro and take a look at the Pokeball structure completion, because we've got another one, my friends. Now, remember, this is the second one that's going to be completed in the Great Pokeball Build-Off. So if you aren't sure as to what's going on, I'll link the first one up in the corner for you, so that way you know what all is happening, because there are a lot of ins and outs. Now, I say there's a lot of ins and outs. There's really not. If we zoom in, first of all you got to do is head on over into Rio, into Hardim Guanbara, and look for the Pokeball. If you know what a Pokeball looks like, it should be pretty obvious. It'll stand out like a sore thumb here. We've got the red building, which completed last time around, and the latest one, which completed down here at 91A, the white side of the Pokeball. So we have ourselves a giveaway to draw. So the TLDR of the whole thing is that there are 15 total properties within the Pokeball. We completed one last time around, so there's only 14, and now we just completed another one, so there are only 13 left. This is being hosted by NFTArchitect, and we are trying to complete this Pokeball to look like a Pokeball. How freaking cool is that, right? So, by staking Spark on any or all of the structures, which is what most people have been doing, once the build completes, then we draw a name from our list of people who were staking their Spark. Once we have our winner, though, we take it a step further and draw what it is exactly that winner won. And it can be anywhere from a 6,000 UPX or so non-collection property, all the way up to an exclusive Leblon collection piece that is still on the wheel waiting to get claimed. This last build-off that we had on this white building here down at 91A had a whopping 41 people staking Spark on this one. So, of those 41 people, less my name and Architects, of course, we get to see who our winner is. Once we draw our winner and we find out what it is exactly that they were lucky enough to snag off of the Wheel of Destiny, all that person has to do is head over to the address from the wheel and place an offer on that property for 314 UPX. I'm a huge fan of pie, what can I say? Once Architect sees the offer come through, they'll accept it, and the winner has their brand new property. It's all yours, my friend. Congratulations. So let's head on over into the Wheel of Names here, and let me get the list from Architect. This is a monster truck of a list here, so, and of course, we're not going to have our names on there. That wouldn't be fair, so let's get that on over here. Whoo, baby, that is a ton of names on here. Let's give it a couple good shuffles, and let's see who our winner is. Who is the winner of the Great Spark Stake on the Pokeball? Who's the winner? Ooh, Sean Rags. It's not going to change from that. Congratulations, Sean. You are the winner of the Great Pokeball giveaway. Now we get to see what it is that you won. All right, Sean, now just like last time's giveaway, we've got all of the different properties that you can win in the list, except for number 7. Number 7 was the last winning property, so that one is not in here. But 1 through 9 are going to be the standard 6,000 UPX baseline properties that you could win, which would be an awesome pickup. But if you're really lucky, you might grab 10, 11, or 12, which are the Forest Hills collection pieces, or even luckier yet at 13, 14, the Sunny Sides, or the mega win, number 15, Lapa. Let's see what it is that you get, my friend. Lapa, Lapa, Lapa. Are we going to get lucky? Ooh, what are we going to get? Ooh, keep going. Standard. Looks like a standard. You got number 9, the standard, my friend. Congratulations. That is an awesome pickup. Let me grab the address for you real quick. All right, we got it. The property that you are looking to head on over to is 581 Aztec Plain in Queens. Super cool looking property too. It looks like a big number 1. All you got to do is head on over here, place an offer on the property for 314 UPX, and as soon as Architect sees it, it's all yours. They'll accept the offer and you're good to go. Going back to the Pokeball real quick for everyone looking to spark stake on the next biggest one. The next biggest one looks to be the one over on 20. There's only 11 days left on this and people are piling on really, really fast. So make sure to head on over to Rua Antonio Pai de Sande 20 right on the corner there. And that looks like that's going to be the next one. So jump on that and you should be good to go. All right, well, that's going to do it for this one. But before we take off, make sure to swing on over to ssftg.live/merch and check out the merch store. Remember, not only does all of this stuff look awesome, it's super comfy, and you can even deck your dog out with a cool bandana, get some cool mugs and stickers and all kinds of awesome stuff. But 50% of the profit from our merch sales goes towards our chosen autism charity of the month. For the month of August, which there's still about a week left in there, we are choosing the Autism Science Foundation. So make sure to get in there, grab your swag today, look amazing, and you get to make a positive impact on the world too. That's going to do it for this one, though. I hope you all had an incredible time minting over in the Porto release. Hopefully you've had an awesome time getting the Pokeball builds going. We're just knocking these things out of the park. We've got all kinds of stuff coming down the line here, and we've got collections next week. Holy moly, strap in. It's not looking like it's going to be slowing down. If you have any questions, comments, or anything else, drop those in the comments below. I always love hearing from you all. But until the next one, we'll see you all then. Thanks for watching. Talk to y'all later.